Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, welcome back. We are going to be installing these LED lights. We're going to be putting them on the 22 Road Glide, replacing the factory lights with those Baja replica lights. So what we'll do is we'll get the tools laid out, get the seat off, tank off, saddlebag, side cover, the fuse, disconnect the lines, all that, so we can get these lights installed. Pretty inexpensive. I found them on Amazon. A couple people have ran them. They've had good reviews. They look similar to the Bajas. It comes with everything. Your wiring harness tucked away down in here. Some bolts over here. The instructions, they're a little vague. We'll see what we can do. All right, now we got the saddlebag off, seat off. Now we got the seat off. We'll get this side cover popped off. And now we'll start disconnecting lines from our fuel tank. Disconnect our fuel pump. That to the side. This is our vent line, overflow tube. We've got two T40s down in there. Behind this rubber cap will be your front bolts for your fuel tank. Those are T40 as well. Then we'll disconnect the fuel line afterwards. Go to the other side, same spot. Not going to move the camera. And then now we got our rear T40s. So now you got your vent line undone, your fuel pump, the two rear bolts, the two front bolts. What I like to do is turn the key on. Like I'm gonna start it, it'll die, and then I'll know that the fuel line is drained. There's no pressure on it. Got a towel just in case it drips a little. Go up with the chrome, down with the black. We'll slide it back a hair and then we'll go up with it so we don't bump the ignition into the fuel tank. All right, now that we got the fuel tank removed, before we go and do any more electrical work, we'll pull this fuse. All right, so now we'll lower the bike down, cover the front fender, and then we'll undo the windscreen, the light bolt right here, and the light stays with the fairing. Gonna pop out the speaker grills. There's a bolt inside there, and then we'll slide that off. So once you get your grill covers popped off, you got Torx bit down there, T30 on both sides. You got these lower ones right there on both sides. These are T20 bearing. Should just slide right off like it has been. So this right here, we need to get this off the headlight because we're going to be transferring it to the new headlight. And I think it's just easier to do it when the headlight's bolted to the bike. Guard. If you don't have these installed, you don't have to worry about pulling them off. They go on the side of the headlight. We'll use a 3/16, and we need to get into this bolt back there. Same on this side, and then the two down there, and then the headlight will come out. We'll pull this guy out, do this clip, set the headlight to the side. So this big long wire harness right here, and this long piece, you gotta fish it through the hole. Try and find the easiest route where it's not gonna get tangled up, and you wanna pull it through next to the others. We want it to come out right in through this area. Plenty of room too. So we'll zip tie it up in here real nice. Okay, so now we need to undo these two, move the computer to the side so we can access these bolts, plug the wires in. The fuse is removed and the main fuse is removed on the bike, so there's no power. Stand by while we get that back half of the wiring portion buttoned up for the most part, and then we'll work our way to the front, where we can mount these up out of the way, maybe up in there, because I don't run an amp or anything. I just run factory. I don't even listen to the music. I got the Cardo headset. So there's plenty of room to hide it. So then we'll clean up some of this bugs. It's my OCD. The rears are T40 as well. All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. My battery died in my GoPro. So you probably didn't see how I ran the wiring. So I removed ECM, the plastic plate that's hiding the battery. I hooked the positive to positive, negative to negative, ran the wire on the back side down in here. Probably hard to see over here. And this is the fuse for it. And then now I'm in the process of putting everything back. So now we'll just get the rear bolts in. You don't want to go too tight, possibly break that plastic. Now we'll make sure we got enough wiring, which I think we do. And just tighten it up. Just like that. That'll work. Snug these guys up. And then we'll work on up in there. All right, so looking up in here, it's probably hard to see. I just zip tied it, kind of tucked the wires back nice. These are the ones that are gonna go into the headlight. I put the relays way up there. There's holes in the mounting bracket. I just zip tied them too with some 3M tape on the one side and then a zip tie over the whole thing. I couldn't film it. There was like no point. You couldn't see, or I couldn't figure out the camera angle. Not that smart. I'm smart, but I ain't that smart to figure out how to film and both hands up there and wrestle everything. So that's what I did. Now we'll just get the headlight bolted back on. All right, so now plugging in these guys, they seem to be the same wiring. These guys, want to make sure you get these back in if you have them. And we'll finish torquing them down. Then our little clips here. Turn the shop light off. Of course, it's right up against the wall, so it's gonna look real bright. And then it's on the lift like it's pointing to the moon. But that's basically a test to see that we did all the wiring correctly. Just lower the lift down. And then we'll put the front fairing on and we'll go from there. Start putting it all back together. Gosh. Push that right out of the way. All right, so before we go back together, I wanted to replace this stupid cigarette lighter port to one of these USB little wire adapter deal. And it does show the voltage as well. This is what the bike should come with. We've got to use the step bit, drill out this hole to accept that new adapter piece. You just gotta tighten up this nut against it. Pretty much plug and play for the most part. Put the little insulation on it and heated it up, melted it on. It's on. I think it's gonna work now. It's gonna charge. I can charge my GoPros and my phone and not be interfering with the Apple CarPlay. I really like the lights though. I just wanna know how they're gonna do at night. Don't forget to plug in your turn signals. You got like 10 things to line up. Slide the speaker grills in. And then now we'll work on getting the tank back on. All right, guys, I think it looks good. Just want to say thanks for joining me today on this video. Hope you like it with the headlight install and the USB adapter to the cigarette lighter plug. So let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll see you on the next one.